Hi guys, I'm Heather Hansen. You are here at H2 Spark, and today we're going to be talking to Nate McIntyre. Nate is the owner of Bodyrock Gym and Executive Training, located here in West Philadelphia, and he has a whole lot to tell us about what he thinks is important with regards to working out, the things that you should be focusing on, how to recover best after your workouts, and how to fit working out into your busy days. Thank you so much for joining us, where we talk about all things health related, because we know that health glows. You have been a trainer for how many years?
That's a good question. I want to say 18. It's been a long time. The reason why it's so hard to think of is I've enjoyed every year, so it hasn't felt like a long time at all.
And you've owned this gym for 10 years.
Yep, this is our 10 year.
You don't just work out at the gym though, you sort of spread all around Philadelphia, spread your love. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's like, what do they call it, guerrilla filming, except with fitness. We do a daily boot camp outdoors. We use all parts of the city. We wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, we start with a stretch, and then from there we go wherever, the city calls.
You talk about using all parts of the city, and the other thing that, you have rave reviews on Yelp and Google and all of those things, and they talk about the fact that you use all parts of the body. Mm-hmm. Tell us about why that's important when someone's looking to get in better shape, that it's important to use their body weight.
There are no excuses once you use your body. You can wake up in the morning, you can use your body. You can go on vacation, use your body. You can be on the beach on vacation from your workout and still use your body, and you always can do it. There's no excuses not to. Whether or not you want to do it, that's a whole nother story. The other thing is your body weight is the great equalizer when it comes to there's a lot that separates us. We're about to elect a president today, which is crazy to think of.
Thank God. Get it over.
And the one thing that Democrats and Republicans have in common is their body, and they can compete for push-ups at any point, and there will be a designated winner or loser depending on how well that person has trained their body. So it puts everybody at equal status. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You can have a whole lot of money, or you could be broke. You could be the boss, or you could be the person that's the janitor at that building, and you could really show your boss, how much dedication you have to keeping yourself fit. Not that it's a competition, but like I said, it brings people together, and there is actually no reason why people should not be able to work out together. So that's why body weight for me.
I love that. It's like the great equalizer.
Yes.
You also have your own band called Killer Whale.
Mm-hmm.
That what's going on with the band?
We just finished our first music video.
Nice.
We had a video earlier where it was just concert footage. My sister is an artist.
Your sister's Macy Gray.
Yes.
Yes.
So when she came to Philly last time, I begged and pleaded that for the opportunity to open for her, and she graciously allowed me with the one, she said, "Don't make me look bad." And I think I did a good job. Really good job. So we have some concert footage from that was made into a music video, but this is our first music video, and I'm really excited about it. I came up with the concept. I recruited some friends to be involved with the video. In the video, I kill off all of my bandmates, which to a certain degree does feel good.
That's
when you're
right,
trying
nice.
to schedule them to be at the actual shoot, which is like gathering with herding cats. Oh my goodness.
I know the feeling.
But it ended up coming out, it's great. It's a great video. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for it to be finished so we can release it and, let everybody just join in another part of my life.
Between that, which I know takes up a lot of your time and a lot of your passion, mm-hmm. and Bodyrock, which I know also takes up a lot of your time and a lot of your passion, do you find time to work out? And if you do, how do you do it?
I'm really big on the idea of kind of farming out your fitness to people that can help you. I have a trainer. I come to the classes here. I go to my trainer who coaches me in boxing. His name is Bam Bam. He actually was champion of the world in boxing during the same time as Mike Tyson, so you might not have heard of him because of the fact that there was some attention being focused other places. But Bam Bam, I go to Schuler's Gym right up the street. I come down into this neighborhood at the CEC. There's a class that I take. It's a capoeira class. I'll jump in on, friends' workouts when they invite me to go, hiking, running. I went to Live Method class with a friend. That was hilarious.
There are some people who want to do exactly what you said. They want to be able to be healthy, enjoy life, participate in those types of things, play with their kids, play a pickup game of basketball. For those types of people, how much exercise is necessary? I opened this question up to the H2 Spark community on Facebook and on Twitter and all the social media. And so many people asked, how much do I have to do? Because you hear some people say it's enough to just walk a lot, and people are wearing their Fitbits and making sure they get the steps in. Others say you have to work out for an hour a day in order to get any benefit. What's your take on that?
Well, I'm a believer in daily exercise, daily activity, daily consciously taking your mind and saying, I'm going to do this to improve my health. Now, how much you need to do in order to have that classify as what you need. I literally, you could walk up a flight of stairs and be like, you know what? I'm taking the flight of stairs. That's my daily exercise for the day, and I'm going to do it. And I think that actually adds into the big picture of just like if you're more active, you're going to be in better shape. You're going to feel better. It's going to make you want to do more. So if you're constantly, I won't even say pushing yourself, just making sure that you have some activity in your life and you're constantly thinking about it as activity that is for the benefit of your health. You do something positive for yourself, you get positive rewards back from that. So you're going to get in better shape, but then you're also going to want to get in better shape than what you currently are. So you might push yourself further the next week or the next month. So, and the other thing is, it's just like, if you can just kind of sit back and chill on the idea of like achieving and conquering Rome all in one sitting, then you can be patient and, exercise can be your friend and it can actually enrich your life. So, just that adventure of figuring out what works for you. If you do that on a day-to-day basis, it keeps it interesting for you and it actually gives you something to live for. And it enhances your life and enriches it.
I love that. It's little increments build on one another. When you have a client who comes to you with a picture like that and says, this is how I want to look, what's your response to that?
This took me back because I'm trying to remember exactly where I heard it, but I actually tell them something that was told to me. Literally, it's like Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, that song. You have to look in the mirror and you have to ask yourself, how badly do you want to give up everything that you currently do to maintain the way that you currently look in order to look like the person or the picture that you're aspiring to be. For some people, they're going to get so much enjoyment from actually achieving that.
Right.
But they're going to have to give up some things in order to get there. And other people, that giving up those things will make their lives miserable. So, that really is the question that I ask people is, yes, you can definitely do it. And if you can think about all the things that you need to give up in order to get there and actually ask yourself, do you want to give up, how many hours of sleep are you going to get on a daily basis?
Because that's an important part of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
To look that way, you have to maintain a certain amount of sleep.
You have to sleep right, you have to eat right, you have to maintain that constantly. You've got to get your rest, you've got to work out. You can't miss them, you have to get it consistently. You have to work out to a certain level of intensity and, you have to maintain that for a long period of time and make it sustainable inside of your life, or else you're just going to go back and forth and flip-flop back and forth, which is fine. If you're like, you know what, I'm going to be on the beach in three months, for a week, and I'm going to look like J-Lo when I get there. Afterwards, I'm going to go back to living life. Sure, go ahead, do it. But it's not something that's going to be sustainable. You're not going to be able to live your life that way unless it's something that you actually value that much. So you really have to just be honest with yourself about, what you place importance in. And if you're like, you know what, I love the rest of my life and I'm fine with not necessarily achieving J-Lo, but, just achieving a better version of where I am now, of myself that I'm happy with, then, I think that is fine. And I think that you should aspire to be a better, stronger version of yourself without necessarily, holding yourself to such high standards.
Right. Do you find working out with a group, by yourself, what's better for people, or does that depend on personality as well?
It definitely depends on personality. I find, we do group training.
Right.
Because of the fact that, I feel that sometimes it's easier to share the pain.
Yeah. There's a reason you call it the chamber of death, right?
Don't tell anyone about that workout. That's our secret workout. It's actually our secret workout. It's been around for 15 years, so it's older than the gym. And this is the first year that we're actually offering it to people who are outside of the community.
I saw it on the website,
www.bodyrockbootcamp.net.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I interrupted you. So you do think group working together so they can share the pain?
Well, there's a sense of community. It's funny how when you work out with someone else, the disappointment that person has when you don't show up, and how much that actually factors on your desire to actually, make up for make up for the fact that you missed out that time and left them all alone, and they're like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Like, oh, I'm sorry I wasn't there last week. Oh, that's fine. Okay, just don't miss this next week. There's a certain accountability that goes with it. And then just like, it's always good to have, someone that you can relate to, that, you guys are all in the same boat. So, working out with other people is definitely, it becomes fun because you guys are sharing, you have something to talk about. Sometimes, you go and tell the people in other parts or aspects of your life and they just don't get it. They're like, why are you waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning to have someone go and tell you to do push-ups in the mud, snow, heat, that doesn't make sense to them. But then there's someone there that is like, I totally get it. And it's crazy that we're still doing this, but we're having a good time doing it. So, that is the extra motivation for working out. Plus, it's just, it's, for the way we do our training here, it helps with the convenience of, scheduling.
Right.
We do group training at all hours of the day. So if you can't make a workout, then we'll go and put you with another person, even though you may not know them or have ever worked out with them before. So that keeps you on schedule, as opposed to just reserving hour slots.
Well, the really nice thing, again, when I was looking up some things about your gym online, is that people don't just rave about you, they rave about the regulars. And so you've really built a community of people here in Philadelphia that know each other, that work out together. And I know that I consider you one of the mayors of Philadelphia. You know everybody. When you're out there working out over on the Schuylkill River, you know everybody who's going by. It's a nice community that you've built here, and I think that that definitely supports people when they feel like maybe they won't make it to the gym otherwise.
I had to do it. I'm not from Philadelphia. I'm from Ohio. So all of my family, all of my friends are the ones that I've collected over the years, and the majority of which are people that I've started off I told them to do push-ups. And
somehow they still like you.
Somehow they still like me. But I think that just the community aspect, I think that we all come in with a certain level of just like, we are doing this because we enjoy making sure that, just enjoy the feeling of being in good shape, the feeling of just like challenging yourself on a daily basis. There's a certain self-confidence that you get that you might not get in other aspects of your life. Your job, your boss might be on your back, but then you come to your workout and then all of a sudden, you did it, you accomplished it, you completed the workout. It felt like you were never going to make it. And, that's a positive reinforcement that happens on a daily basis if you come that frequently.
And you bring that with you back to your job.
Oh yeah, it actually crosses back over into the place that you hate to go the most.
That's right.
But then when you have friends that are doing that on a regular basis with you, yeah, you guys all enjoy some of the same things, and you start to build this community where, it's fun to run into people, have conversations that are, workout related or outside of workout related. We have dinners, we have nights out at the clubs. Yeah, we have workout gatherings. We have, we mess around, we joke on each other. It's fun. I went up to New York to go see a play with a group of friends that we train together, and like they've given me culture.
You give them push-ups, they give you culture.
It's an exchange.
Right. Now, I have a bunch of questions for you from some of the people in the H2 Spark community. One of them asked, if someone is older or sick and sort of just struggling to do the day-to-day, what are the types of exercises that they can do to try to maintain as much physical capacity as they can?
Well, everyone is going to be different. Right. So there's not one, blanket answer. I think that, there's a lot of resources out there for people. Occupational therapy is one way to go, as far as like you can have someone that can prescribe exercises specifically for your ability, for helping you to do some of the things that you would like to do. And I think that that's where, it becomes important to think about your, the enrichment of your life.
Right, your priorities.
If your priority is I would like to be able to get up and out of my seat and walk over to the bathroom, there should be a person that could actually prescribe exercises to help you to do that. And it could be as simple as standing up and sitting down out of your seat on a daily basis.
Right.
I can't say that that's what everyone needs to do, because everyone has different limitations. But if you can really think about what it is that you would like to do and what you would like to, what would enrich your life. Because if you tie it to something that is important to you, one, it's going to be something that you're going to stick to, and it's going to drive you to do it on a consistent basis. Functional training, that's kind of the basis of the style of training that we do, where we'll talk to you about whatever it is that you would like to do. If you I want to climb a mountain, we can prescribe a workout that is going to help you climb mountains. It's going to work on your cardiovascular conditioning for when the air gets thin, but then also your strength and endurance. And that can be scaled down to whatever level of if you're older, or if you have physical limitations due to any number of reasons. I think you just kind of got to figure out what you want, and then start asking questions from people that can help you with figuring that out, specifically as far as what exercises you need.
How do you best maximize fast muscle recovery? So this is an athlete, I think it's actually a triathlete, who wants to know how to make their muscles recover as fast as possible. Are there things you could do physically or eat?
You want to try to eat 30 minutes, within 30 minutes after your workout. That's going to start the recovery process. But most important, I think that hydrating and getting sleep are going to be the two main factors that are going to help you recover the quickest after a workout, or if you've just finished a competition. You got to get your rest. Right. Your body is made to improve from putting it through the stresses of exercise, and it doesn't improve until you actually take the time to rest. Right. And that's when that's when the changes happen. And once that happens, you come back stronger. So if you want to think about it as kind of recharging, that's one way to think about it. But you can also think about it as upgrading. So, you just upgraded your system. You went back home, you turned off the power, and then you came back and you had a new operating system when you powered back up.
I like that analogy.
So you continually upgrade. You continually give yourself that time to recover, and you will see changes, and your recovery will not just be so that you can do it again, but you'll be able to do it better the next time.
What should I be eating? Now, there's probably not a one size fits all for that, is there?
You know what? There is. You should cook.
Oh, Okay.
If you cook, you're going to cut calories. You're going to eat healthier. Doing that in and of itself is going to change a lot about just like how healthy you eat on a regular basis.
Sense.
Now, if you're not cooking, you know, there's a couple of different, like I try to keep it as simple as possible. Drink water, eat more vegetables.
Yep.
Those are two rules that I try to push my clients to do. The reason being is if you're eating more vegetables, one, you're going to fill yourself up. You're not going to be craving, you know, foods that are higher in calories as frequently. But you're going to be also adding really good stuff, you know, to your body. So you're going to get a lot out of them to begin with. And then drinking water, you know, you hydrate. It's going to help you with recovery. It's going to help you, you know, just having your body perform at a really high efficiency. You know, and those are the things that are really important. If you think about just like rules to live by, eat more vegetables, drink more water.
The cooking thing, I think, is because it's hard to cook candy bars. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for being a good friend for such a long time.
I would love to do this.
And we're gonna come back and ask you some more questions because you are one of the people that I think people had the most questions for.